Hello, lovely people. My name is Lo, and we are 2 days away from the ladder. Even 1 day for you, but it's 2 days for me because when it's the 28th evening for you, it's already the 29th for me, so it's 2 days. Anyway, I wanted to do a video with my usual starting way or the things that I do in the beginning. We'll just create a character, and so I can show you what is going on. So I usually start with the sorceress because it is kind of necessary in the beginning so you can farm for all the amazing characters that you want to do. And of course I don't like paladins, so whoever likes paladin starts with paladin. You can start with whatever you want. So this whole video would be what I like, okay? And what I do. Of course, it's not the most optimized way, but it's what I do. It's my way. So, yeah. So, in the beginning, or at least as a speedrunner, I have this. I had this from the speedrunning. I usually start with charge boat, because it is the first AoE that you have. All the other spells are not AoEs, and you this is an AoE at level 12, and this is kind of an AoE at level 6, but it's not as strong as a level 6 charged bolt, a level 1 Frost Nova, I mean. So what I like to do is do charged bolt exclusively until around level 20 something, depending if we have someone who can run Baal runs or Diablo runs, like Chaos Sanctuary runs for the group that is leveling together. And then I will usually respec. This time for this ladder I will respec to cold, because I want to have the frozen orb in the beginning, but I would then at some point go back to lightning. And chain lightning is my preferred way to play the sorceress. Same with the Amazon. My preferred way is a Javazon. I know they changed stuff, so I need to go and check what they have changed. But in general, look for XP shrines. Even if you don't have mana, go and of course pick up every potion. If you are with a lot of people in a game, it will be a easier level up. What I usually do in the very beginning, again from the speedrunning, because when I was speedrunning, I was speedrunning PX, means I get to say how many players I want in the game. And I usually, even on the Amazon, here is a sorceress, so it's a little bit harder, but on the Amazon I start with player 8 until around tower, and then for tower we change because of the tower. But this is the way I start ladder as well, because speedrunning is the most efficient way to get levels early on in the very early game, in normal. At least speedrun, I mean the beginning of the speedrunning. So what I do is I just go in games where there are a lot of people, where you have even if you have bots or trading games. The trading games are perfect because they're usually made with a mule character, or with someone who does not have the actually I should so I use the Fs still. I have not learned myself not to use Fs, but see, with the 2 charge bolts I killed like 3 people. When the charge bolts get huge again, when they get good, you actually get to do a lot of damage, especially in Act 2 and Act 3. If you get there, it's good. So Just look for games with a lot of people, or at least what I do is I look for games with a lot of people. Here I would look for Den, but not necessarily. We got a new level. And probably you're asking me why I don't level up stats, because we kind of don't really need stats in the beginning. This is a refuel. Oh, it's an exploding. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Boop. Oh, it didn't kill anyone? What? It didn't kill anything. But yeah, you got my point. We found Flavi, meaning we have missed the den, but that's okay. We get the Cold Plains. If this game is farmed, we do a new game. What I would do if there are a lot of people, I would just either farm Bloodmoor until level 4 or 5, or go do 2 Den of Evils, and then I'm like level 6 or 7, and then you can solo the rest with even 5, 6, 8 people in the game. It's not that hard. So until you get to Andy, or until you find people to play with, honestly, because at most of the times there are people to play with. It's not that hard. And skill-wise, this is my go-to. I will stream some ladder. I don't know how and when, but you will definitely see the kind of the beginning of it. So yeah, charge boat is my go-to in the beginning. Oh, Flavio will help here. I don't know if I can stream on the Friday, but definitely next week I will try to stream the start of my ladder and the leveling and everything, so we can play together. And don't die. And if you have any questions, leave them down below as comments. I really appreciate all of you asking what's going on and what are we doing. I have a lot of the speedrunners have taught me this and that, and I try to use it even in ladder, even though it's not in ladder. You don't really go for time, you don't really speedrun, but at the end of the day, the faster you level up, the faster you will get to farm, and you'll have more than others, and so on and so forth. So yeah, for example, buy the tombs, prepare some mana, especially when you're doing those together games and runs with a lot of people, like Trist runs or something like that. Just prepare your mana and go in Tristram and kill everything, because if you do the damage, it will help you also get the levels faster. If you stay there and rely on other people to kill the mobs, yeah, you won't get that much levels that quicker, that many levels that quicker. So it's in your benefit to have some potions and to do the maximum damage you can. Of course, I know for the paladins in the very beginning it's a little bit harder, so they rely on the basically on the DPS and they kind of just stay there and tank stuff. But yeah, it will help you if you watch a guide for maps, especially if you do this alone. I like to play alone if I don't have anyone to play with and to run with. I just level up alone in the beginning, and the way to know the maps, it's good to know where you're going and how to get to, for example, to the tower faster, because the tower will give you levels and runes, and everything will be great. To get Stony Field, see, always the Tristram and Rakanishu is next to the path, so if you just go around the path and just veer a little bit back and forth, you will always find the stones. The waypoint is random here, but you know, the exit is at the end of the path as well. At the end of the underground level is Darkwood, and so on and so forth. So you get my point. I will play with you next week. I will post here when I stream, but I'll stream on Twitch. I kind of don't like streaming on YouTube, so thank you guys, and I will see you next week.